all three
Are you
Terrifier
still
Hey,
movies.
there we go. We're live, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hi. Yes, we're live
So,
again.
so as I was saying,
this
I
is what we
grabbed
do.
your ass.
What?
And
Whoa, we're live. We're live, Chris. We're live. We're on the air.
oh.
It's on the air. You
Hi,
can't.
everybody.
That's
Yeah.
a little too
Thought I
personal.
saw the
A
Yeah.
little too
there.
personal.
Yep. Let's not talk about
Listen,
Kevin's sister that way.
little too personal there.
Yeah.
A little too
Yeah.
personal.
It's too much. It's too
And then
much.
Kevin said to me,
Brother.
Well, I don't know about that.
That's how you get a smack.
"You want to
brother.
go to heaven and get your hand off her ass?"
Oh, damn. Okay.
Jeez.
Well, thank you for tuning in, everybody. We are live here at Rumble Pop Live Edition. We're ready to rock and roll, guys. It's going to be an amazing evening. It's Battle Month. I don't know about you, but I'm super stoked. Da-da-da-da-da. Every week, every Monday is a battle day. So battle month it is. Every Monday is a battle. We're rocking it out. We've got the horror one to start it off. Just tapering out of Halloween, tapering out of scary, spooky time, and more into the festive time. So we had to have a little segue. And what's a better segue than slasher films? And you know, we mentioned it. We mentioned it to John, and John said, "What was it now?" And I said, "Oh, we're having slasher films and stuff." And then he was like, I don't care if I'm sick. I'm still going to be on.
That's it. Yeah.
And
I'm here, man. I'm here.
And that's what happened. That's what happened. He
Right.
got sick and he's still on. What a trooper. Thank you, John, for being here. Everybody, this is the
Absolutely.
Bouncers. John Cataline here with us tonight. And he's going to be rocking it out. Part of Real Action Pro Wrestling,
Yes.
which is pretty awesome. That is based out of Youngstown, correct?
Yep.
Yeah. So, guys, go to Real Action Pro Wrestling they have an Instagram account that's amazing. You should go to that and check that out and give them a follow. Give them a like, give them a follow, and check them out. Let me just Real Action Pro Wrestling.
How'd you do this weekend, sir? With the events.
So this weekend I filmed on Saturday and we had a premiere on Sunday. So it was busy. Next weekend or this weekend coming, I have 2 shows Saturday and 1 on Sunday. So
Oh,
it's
good. Good.
steadily going.
You're either gonna get your ass kicked or you're gonna kick some ass.
I'll go with the second one. I hope. Let's hope. We'll see.
How far have you traveled out to wrestle?
I don't know. We did like a 3 and some odd hour trip a couple times. That's kind of a pain in the ass, though, man. Especially when you get out super late. You get home till like 3 or 4 in the morning. Not fun.
Not fun.
No.
But you never travel like out west or like to the south or something like that.
I'll be honest with you, man. Like we used to do like more stuff, and I just don't feel like doing it anymore. I'm just not. I did that. I'm cool now. I want to stay home, go to Cleveland, go to Pittsburgh every now and then, go to weird off parts in Ohio that I've never even heard of, and just do that. Good. Yeah, I'm happy with the places I'm at right now. I just don't want to do all that traveling shit anymore.
That's true. It takes a toll on a lot of people.
Totally
It does. I mean, the
understand.
car rides are fun. Don't get me wrong. When you're in there with the right people, the car rides are always fun. Or if you're in there with Jimmy and Jonesy, they call you old the whole way there. But either way, it's a good time. But,
Yeah. All right, old man.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I get for an hour and a half car ride the whole way.
Oh,
Hey, man,
that's
how does
great.
it feel
I love
to,
it.
How's it feel to be around when Jesus created this and that? It's like, come on, dude, really? Like
Yeah.
a whole
Yeah.
car ride, man.
Yeah. Super fun. Really,
Oh, yeah.
really nice. We have Bonnie on. Hello, Bonnie. Mr. Sean's on. Inez is here. And,
Hello.
Inez says, John, nice shirt.
Thank you.
And so this battle month. So let's get started actually here. I think Chris, did you have any tea to spill, or are we next time?
We just decided we'll save the time for getting through this battle.
I agree, and that's why I only read a few comic books
Right.
this week for when I pull out. Okay, it's an easy one this week. I've read 2 books. One of them is Sectaurs, Warriors of Symbion. Yes, they're back and better than ever. Sectaurs. And for those of you that do not know, the toys actually they have to sync with their their winged transportation, so to speak. So they have to sync mentally with them in order to go anywhere, in order to get a ride. In other words, it's like if you wanted to buy a car, you'd have to, you and the car would have to mesh very well. You'd have to have the same personality, and that's pretty much what this kind of is. And when I was younger, and all of us actually, the toys were kind of interesting because the transportation were the giant bugs, and it was a wrap that you wrapped around your hand, and the bug was attached to the wrap on top, and then you'd put the figure on top of the bug, and you would use your hand to make the bug kind of fly around.
I don't remember those.
Yeah, which was kind of cool. It was a cool concept. They didn't last long, but they did last. They existed anyway. This is from the Cellverse. This is a partner of Lion Forge and Omnipress, if I recall, that teamed up with Nacelle to do this. They're creating a conjoined universe with Robo Wars and things like that. And Sectaurs is one of their crown jewels in this whole situation. It's fun. It's fun. It's kind of an origin story. It's telling you all about it, catching you up. As far as there's two kingdoms, there's the light side and the dark, of course. And the dark side had made a pact with the king there and with the king of the light side. And there was harmony. And then the wife of the king of the dark side decided that there shouldn't be harmony. And there was a coup, and then, things happened. So that's where we're at on this. Sectaurs number 1. I give it about a 6.5. I say it's fun. It's definitely worth your time if you like this sort of thing. If you don't pick it up. If you like this sort of thing, if you like insects and kingdoms and, warriors and stuff like that, then it's going to be up your alley. The next one I read was DC Horror Presents. It's number 1 of 4. I love it, but I don't quite know what they're doing. It's 1 of 4. There's only 2 terrifying tales in this one: the Deadly Dollhouse and a Woeful Wonder Woman. The Wonder Woman story is kind of meh, but the Deadly Dollhouse one's actually pretty good, and it's dark. It's violent. It's super dark. It's DC Horror. As you can see, they've got like butcher knives for the O's.
Nice.
So they didn't skimp on the horror on these. And look at how Superman's all like tied up and fucked up and shit.
Damn.
That's crazy. That sets the tone right there. It's good. It's a 7. Pick it up. Enjoy it. You're welcome. And that's it. I've pulled out on y'all. My collection is going to be huge.
Yeah, it's true. How many do you have at this point?
A lot. 15, 20,000, somewhere around there now. It has grown by leaps and bounds. Yeah, it's kind of crazy because I do read a lot too. So, I have the readers, I have the collecting, and sometimes they overrun each other and they battle. Geez, Sammy's here, everybody. And no, Sammy, you did not miss me pulling out. I know that's your favorite thing. Sammy loves when I pull out. It's her favorite thing in the whole wide world. Like, super into it. It's a little odd sometimes, but she's like into it. I don't know what else to say. So let's get started. We have our bonus battle. So we're going to kind of cut our teeth on that one and go from there with the bonus battle. So with the bonus battle, it's going to be interesting. I think we're all going to have some fun with this one. You'll see why that this is the way it is. It's not like it's lambs to the slaughter is what I say. We have Jigsaw, aka John Kramer. And so there you go. There's Jigsaw. He doesn't look very formidable there. But, the scary part is his mind and how he thinks. That's the scariest part. And then we have one that probably not many people remember, Larry Drake. In the
yes.
Yeah, in the 1992 horror comedy. Yes, that's right. It's Dr. Giggles. So we've got Dr. Giggles versus Jigsaw. Now I thought we wanted 2 professionals to battle it out, 2 people that deal with minds. Larry kind of cutting them open, and Jigsaw kind of you know, just fucking with him.
True.
And I thought this could be fun. So we're going Jigsaw versus Dr. Giggles. So let me put that in there. Jigsaw versus Doctor.
What is Jigsaw a professional in?
What did the
he's
Chiefs
like-
win, Sammy? Jesus.
Master of the traps, man.
Yes, they won.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
his profession is a civil engineer, if I recall, right, John?
I believe so. Yeah.
I'm so sick of the Chiefs.
That man comes up with some sick and twisted traps, man. Like some crazy stuff.
You know, I would suggest, Chris, if you're gonna watch any Saw movie, I would say watch Saw X, the one that came out last year. It's the best written one.
I would say,
I've
Kevin,
seen-
whatever
I've
you're
seen the
doing
first,
to
like-
make the most annoying sound in the world when you move or something, are you sitting on bubble wrap? What are you doing?
No, I'm not sitting on anything.
Why does it sound like you're on bubble wrap moving?
I have no idea.
That's
you know
weird.
what? Let me try something. Let me reposition
That's
my
weird.
chair, I guess.
That's it. That's what it was. That noise.
The chair. That's you know what?
That's the
Maybe
chair?
what it is.
Sounds like you're opening a bag of chips.
Mm-mm. You know, let me reposition my chair, and then I'll just.
I hear it. I hear it
position.
too.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right, let's try this. That should work.
It's
John
feedback
Lopez
in
says
his
he's an
microphone.
engineer.
Yeah, civil engineer, if I recall.
There we go. Yeah.
But yeah, Kevin, I've seen the first 3 Saw movies.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Have you seen the first 3 Dr. Giggle films?
I don't know who Dr. Giggle is, so no.
Wow. Wow. Well, they only made one, so there's that. But still.
Well, I mean, way before my time. I would have what? You said 87. I would have been 6
No.
years old.
It's 92.
Oh, I would have been 11 years old. That was way before I was allowed to watch horror films.
Oh damn! I gotta give a
18.
shout out. To
I
Larry
was
Drake.
18 years old in college before I was able to watch a horror film.
Oh wow! I mean, shout out to Larry Drake though and his Santa character from Tales from the Crypt. That was pretty awesome too.
Yes.
me.
Oh my
Santa.
God, the best, the best. Wasn't
Yeah.
the first one? It was like the second or third episode, if I recall.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Which
I
is
have them.
quite
I have
delightful.
them. Yeah, all through the and all through the house. It was a remake of the Tales from the Crypt movie that they made. So that was one of the stories they told, but it was like a remake version of it.
I love that.
Hell yeah, same here.
All right, guys. So we're gonna open up for the vote. So I'm gonna let you guys go ahead and vote. I'm gonna do that right now. Let me see if I got some quiz background music here. There we go. That couldn't be more annoying, could it? And now I have to see if I can find a time clock for us, everybody.
Uh-oh. For the timer.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi,
This is
8
terrible.
Mississippi, 9.
We need to stop this before everyone just tries to kill us.
And they will too.
I mean, it is a slasher tournament, so if we die, I guess
Mm-hmm.
makes sense. I don't know.
I mean, I guess it could make sense.
When we said we were looking for a timer, I was being a timer.
Yeah, but I'm looking for like a cool one.
Oh, so I'm not cool now?
No, sorry.
No, I've never been cool. I never once thought about even close to being cool.
Sorry, buddy. I'm so sorry. I think we're gonna have to just go with the timer. Oh no, I'll keep looking. It'll pop up. Chris is counting the amount of time it'll take Donald to get the timer going. Haha. Yeah, pretty much. So let's see. Let's start counting some votes. Okay.
All right.
Dr. Giggles is before my time, so got to go with Jigsaw. So we got 1 for Jigsaw. Kevin, you'll do Jigsaw, and John, you'll do Dr. Giggles. John, you're probably not going to have much work to do. Dr. Giggles is, he's the same guy that was in Darkman, but not the same character. If that makes sense. Yeah.
Let me grab some paper too, so I can keep it down.
Big Sal is saying Jigsaw. And hello, Big Sal. Hello, hello, hello. And that's it so far. That's our votes, guys. Anybody else want to vote before we get rolling here? Anybody else? Let me actually have let's see. Let me pull that up real quick. Sorry, guys. Hang on, Kevin. I'm coming with that. I noticed
What happened?
the link.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right.
I'm coming with that. Don't worry.
I thought I was already giving it out, technically.
Were you?
I thought I was.
How?
Maybe I'm crazy, but it didn't already. We already posted on YouTube. When I just do what I usually do.
Oh, yeah, you pulled it from there? Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, perfect.
You scared me for a second there. I'm like, I've been doing this for like years now.
Yeah.
I'm doing it wrong all this time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What am I doing the last 3 or 4 years?
Well, I thought you would pull it when I would post it. That's all.
No. Sometimes I'll beat you to the punch.
There you go. All right. And posted. All right. So that's done. Woot woot. Okay. Anybody else? No. Okay. So we got 1 Jigsaw, 2 Jigsaw, 3 Jigsaw. I don't think Dr. Giggles is winning this one, so we're just gonna give it to
He's done.
to Jigsaw, and Dr. Giggles is done.
We'll move on.
Sorry.
Okay.
He is a winner in our heart, damn it.
Yes.
It's okay.
Absolutely. Just fun on a bun.
Mm-hmm.
And that quiz background noise is just gonna keep going until we all expire. Okay.
All right.
Okay. All right. So that was the first the test round. Now we have more to go. We have more to go, guys. It's going to be amazing. I'm so excited here. Let's start off with round 1. And John, this is going to be near and dear to you because you're wearing the shirt of the character. Art the Clown from Terrifier has entered the conversation. And
that's one of the most evil, most twisted characters I've ever seen in my entire life watching movies.
Yes, he is.
And
yes,
he's from Pennywise. He's versus Pennywise from It. Now, here's the thing. I watched Terrifier 2 with Sammy. I think it was the second one. Sammy, correct me if I'm wrong. It's awful. It's just really...
It's over the top.
It's just poorly done, in my opinion. Like, as far as, like... It's boring. I was bored. I was bored watching it. I was like, there's no real story here. It's just watching him like kill people after people after people in different ways,
and then overdoing it, overkill, like serious overkill.
You know,
Right.
I was talking to Kevin about this. Well, that's why I feel about a lot of like of these slasher films that's why I haven't watched a lot is because it kind of I get that same kind of feeling for most of them.
So here's the deal with Damien Leone. The way he does like his Terrifier movies, the way he tells the story, it's really odd. So if you go back to All Hallows Eve, where Art kind of made his debut in a way, there was you see him in here, but there's like a kids go trick or treat and they get this VHS tape and they pop it in, and there's these different stories basically. So in the one story, you're getting this story about this ninth circle. And Kevin, if you said you just watched Terrifier 3, do you remember that at the very end?
Yeah, I did.
So it's kind of reverting back to that. So you get this odd clown that you don't know what the hell's going on, and then he gets killed at the end of the first one, but then he somehow comes back in the second one. Sorry if that spoiled it for anybody. It really doesn't, I promise you, because they're all kind of fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
But he tells his story, but it's really odd the way he tells a story. You get very little in each movie, but they're doing one more at least for sure. And he said there's a possibility of 2 more. And the story's going to kind of come full circle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's supposed to conclude.
Right. So, like, there's a lot of stuff that you kind of have to watch All Hallows Eve to get a little bit of that early story. And then you go into Terrifier, Terrifier 2, and then Terrifier 3. What the hell they're going to do with 4, I couldn't tell you. But you learned a lot from, I think, the third one. I did, at least, about his character somewhat.
Okay.
So let me ask you this, though. The Pennywise we're talking about, is it Tim Curry Pennywise or is it Bill Skarsgård Pennywise?
Yeah, good question.
By the way.
Good question. Which one we're going with?
This is the Tim Curry Pennywise.
Oh, shit. See, I love Tim Curry, so this is tough, man. All right. I love Tim Curry. I really do. That's my dude.
Mm-hmm.
You know me, you know that. But, I mean, Art just will come at you with bleach and a thing of salt, man, and he'll just throw it on your ass, and he'll cut you up and put a chainsaw on your ass. Like, I mean, it's just, I don't know, man. Art's a mean dude. He is.
And he has no fear, but I guess
Yeah.
some people would give it to Pennywise because he's more like a trans-dimensional being, I guess.
Very true. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, there's elements to both characters there.
What is like? I haven't seen either of these movies either. Pennywise, but I know of Pennywise, and I've seen. Is he like? What is he like? How does he murder people?
So he basically feeds off your fear. So if you hypothetically were scared of like a werewolf, like the one kid was in the movie, he appeared as a werewolf to him. Just different stuff like him. I don't know. For me, the only thing that I found weird about the original one was the fact that like the very ending, and they all said they could redo that ending, they probably would have done it differently.
Yeah.
And just kept the clown, because he was more scary to me as the clown, because a lot of people have fear of clowns. You know, the big spider with the headlights was like, you know.
Yeah.
But Tim Curry played the shit out of that part, though. Like, he made that work.
Mm-hmm. He's the only good part of the whole thing. I'm going to be honest with you, because I don't.
I agree. No, I agree.
I think the made-for-television thing. He kept it alive because it just wasn't. It wasn't working. The format wasn't working. Everything was bloated. The storytelling was bloated. It was just it's terrible. They're almost all terrible in a way. But whenever anybody talks about it, they always talk about Tim Curry playing Pennywise.
Tim Curry.
Yeah,
it's always the way it is. So he's an institution. So with that, let's go with the clock. 1 minute, guys.
You know, Freddy Krueger versus Pennywise would have been interesting because, you know, the whole dream, you know, the whole fear thing. The fear.
They could both talk shit, too. That'd
right.
be the best part of it.
So who's going to win, guys? We've got Art the Clown versus Pennywise.
I know. Man, wow. Yeah. That's a tough one, man. Depending on how you break it down, that's a tough one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Big Sal says Pennywise will just eat the clown.
That's possible.
And George says, of course, the original is better.
And then in Terrifier Land, what would happen was he'd eat him and then he'd shit him out later and he'd just come back to the sequel. So that's how that would work, see? Because that's how that works in Terrifier World. Something awkward like that.
By the way, you know, in part 3, there was some disturbing stuff that I think, like, this guy really pushes the envelope. He kills anyone and everyone.
Oh, yeah. And in some crazy-ass ways, too. Man.
The shower scene was very disturbing, I must say.
Man. Yeah. Yeah.
No, thank you.
Let's see what we got. That's why I agree with Donald when it comes to some of the over-the-top stuff. Like, I felt like Donald watching these movies, like, man, this is too much.
All right, so let's see. Since you're wearing the shirt, John, you can do Art the Clown, and Chris, you're gonna take care of Pennywise here.
That is my pronoun, it. So
yeah, okay.
There you go.
Big Sal's going Pennywise. Philippe is going Pennywise. Let's see. Sammy's going Pennywise. Jesse is going Pennywise. Hello, Jesse. And then George is going Art the Clown, I think, because he said Art is a better killer.
Yeah, that's true.
And then Nezzy says Pennywise. And Philippe says, did you lose weight, Kevin? You look younger, bro.
I do. Well, I guess something's working.
Dude, that was almost a landslide. Holy shit. Wow.
Yeah, Pennywise is crushing it. Art does not seem to be standing a chance. So we're going to, I think, move on from that. And Art the Clown is dead, officially. How about that?
Until part 4.
Until part 4, yeah.
Until part 4.
He'll find a way back. They always do.
Ride that bus until he finds his way.
All right, this one's fun. This next battle's pretty fun. We've got Chucky. Yay, little Chucky. And let me tell you, his comeback has been kind of crazy. He had, 2 seasons? Or was it 3 seasons? I think it was 3 seasons on Sci-Fi.
3. Yeah.
And it left on a cliffhanger, and they're like, oh no, what's going to happen? Like, there'll never be another Chucky ever. And then the creator's like, oh no, we'll finish that storyline in the film that we're going to do.
Oh,
no problem. Which I love. I love that. I love that they're like, oh, don't worry about it. We've got this. You know, that's the greatest thing. A horror film they're so cheap to make that it's hard to justify leaving it undone. It's really hard to do that.
Terrifying movies were really cheap to make. Good lord. I was looking up the budgets on those.
So we got Chucky.
They did much on those last 2. Shit.
And he's going up against After Me Gold. Give me a shilling or else there's a killing, I think is what it is. And that's Leprechaun.
Yep.
Yeah, give me a shilling or there may be a killing.
Yep. So we've got Chucky versus Leprechaun. There we go. That's
another one
bad
he
too.
said that made me laugh. A friend with weed is a friend indeed.
So, all right, how do you break that fight down though? So, does Chucky try to possibly convert himself into Leprechaun? And like, how do you do that?
But
I
would
think
it
it's a
work?
great idea.
But would it work though? Because Leprechaun's magic's pretty powerful too. Plus, Leprechaun's older. He has like hundreds of years of experience.
Also
Oh
true.
yeah,
Yeah.
the
He's
thing
magical
is, I don't know
too.
if you knock him out and call on Dumbala, man, maybe you can transfer yourself. I don't know. That'd be interesting to see though. I feel like that'd be the premise of the whole thing. Like, he's pissed because Chucky took the gold, but Chucky's just trying to lure him in so he can become him. I don't know. That'd be interesting to see.
Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. We got a minute on the clock. We already have some votes. Kevin, you're going to do Leprechaun. Chris, you're Chucky. Sammy says, F that doll. Philippe says, Chucky hands down. Sammy says, Leprechaun. Jesse says, Leprechaun wins. He's immortal. George says, after the TV show, which made Chucky too corny, I'll go with the green guy for consistency. Because he's not known to be corny at all.
I mean, he did go to the hood twice.
Yeah, he went to the hood twice, went to space.
And
not
space,
corny.
outer space.
Yeah.
I don't think Chucky's gone to the hood or to space yet. So, there's that.
Not yet. But that may be coming next. Who knows?
Or maybe go to
Time.
Vegas.
Maybe they'll see this show and they'll be like, hey, we got a crossover coming your way. Jennifer Aniston needs to reboot her career. There we go. Brad Dourif could use more money. Oh,
jeez.
If she came back, man, that'd be kind of amazing. Low key would be amazing.
I'd be
Did you
shocked.
say Jennifer Aniston?
Yeah.
He was in the original '93.
But isn't she rebooting her career with that morning show?
Never heard of that. What are you talking about?
It's on Apple TV.
Don't know it. She has a morning show?
It's called Morning. It's called Morning Show.
Ah.
It's her and Reese Witherspoon. And Steve Carell.
Anybody else hear that?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I did hear about that one. I did hear about.
It's a really good show, actually.
Is it? It's called Morning Show?
Yeah, it's a drama.
It's like
out.
based off like a talk something, or
I'm out.
Sorry, what, John?
is it based like on like a talk show or something, or?
No, it's like morning news, like they're just like a news. She's like the head anchor, the head co-anchor of a morning show news broadcast, like a big one. And this Steve Carell plays like the other one, and then it's basically he gets rapes somebody and turns into the whole thing.
Oh, damn.
Jesus. You just made the whole room just sad, Chris. Jeez.
Not a 40-year-old virgin anymore.
Well,
But anyway,
wrong?
but that's resurrecting your career. She's like getting nominated for awards.
Yeah,
and
Jesse
stuff.
says to shut the fuck up. I don't know. He said it sounds terrible, and we shouldn't listen anymore.
I think you're putting words in people's mouths.
Oh, I don't know about that one, buddy. I don't know about that one this time. I'm gonna be legit with you. I don't know about that one, but we're time's up on this. Where were we with the numbers, guys?
I had like 3 for Leprechaun.
And
Who's doing Chucky?
I don't know. Did that fuck that doll go?
You never told us.
we just forgot what we were doing, huh?
Well, on my pad, I had 1 for Chucky. Like, I usually do keep track of everyone. I try to keep track of everybody.
I told you guys. What are you talking about? Of course
Oh,
I
you told me Leprechaun, and I think you told Chris Chucky.
I know I did. Very much so, I know.
3. There was at least 3 Chuckies.
Oh my god, you guys are terrible. I'm going to recount.
I'm pretty sure Leprechaun took that one.
Philippe says Chucky hands down. Let's see. Sammy says Leprechaun. Jesse says Leprechaun. George says Leprechaun. Inez says Chucky.
I'm sorry.
Sabrina says Chucky.
Right,
Yeah,
never mind.
Never
mind.
And that's
never
where we're
mind.
at. What is it?
So we're tied. So we're tied.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go, guys. This has to go to the Legion
the council.
The Legion of Doom. So this is us. This is our vote, guys. This is our vote to see who wins. Who do you want to win, Chucky or Leprechaun? Who do you want to win?
Let's start with our main guest, Mr. John. What say you?
I mean, I got to go with Chucky, I guess, man. It's Chucky. You know?
Okay, Chris?
Chris?
Whew,
You're an Irishman. I figured you would have some love for the Leprechaun.
I think I got to go Leprechaun just because Warwick Davis.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, Leprechaun.
Okay. Kevin?
You know where I'm going. I mean, I love both. I like both characters, but I got to go with the Leprechaun.
Ooh, Donald, it rides on you, man.
I guess I gotta get the coin.
Oh no,
I'm going Chucky on this one. Let me get the coin, guys. Man. Let me get the coin. Hang on, I'll be right back.
Is this a first in battle history? Like I'm seeing this for the first time.
No, it's happened before.
It's happened before.
Oh,
he's an Irish. It's funny because he has an Irish coin.
Oh, okay. Oh,
or Scottish.
Wait a minute.
Scottish. Can't remember.
Is that favoritism? Because it could be.
Could be.
Man, this is a battle. Wow.
You know, it's funny. If Bonnie, if we had her in the chat in time, she would have broken the tiebreaker here on the panel. Oh wait, did Bonnie? Is she still there?
I wanted to make sure I got the appropriate coin. We have our own coin. It's the Real Short Box.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you going with the Real Short Box?
On the back, we have Rumble Pop. So heads is the Real Short Box, and tails is Rumble Pop. So who wants to assign?
There's a QR code on the back.
There is, yeah. And if you scan the QR code, it takes you to the website.
Oh wait, maybe someone could break the tie. I see Rob Antis just came on.
All right, we're flipping. It's too late. It's being flipped. All right. You can't just add people willy-nilly, Kevin. That's not how this works. All right, you ready?
Ready.
Let's do it.
Okay, whose heads? Who has the bigger head? Probably the Leprechaun, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
So Leprechaun's heads and Chucky's tails. Okay, sounds good?
All right.
Sounds
but
good.
Chucky does get tails, so yeah.
Go. Is this just a one and done? One and done?
Yeah.
One and done. Here we go.
All right, who's the winner?
Leprechaun. It's
yeah. There we go.
Get asked out again, John. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Why does this keep happening to us?
I don't know, man.
All right, Chucky's gone. Leprechaun wins.
Jeez.
The next matchup's going to be a lot of fun, especially for John. Especially for John.
It's going to be interesting for sure. It changed though, Kevin. I don't know if you noticed the change that I made.
I did.
Okay.
I did.
So this is I don't know why you chose this particular film or this photo from this particular film. This is from the 2017. It looks like.
I was trying to find the old school one, but it was just hard to find a good JPEG, so I didn't want to waste time.
That's fair. So this is just Leatherface in general, from Texas Chainsaw Massacres. And he is going up against another guy that likes to use an instrument of death, and that is Jason Voorhees. Is going up against the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, a.k.a. Leatherface. What do y'all think?
Man. See, that's another good one because... All right, so you got two dudes that don't talk.
They cover their face.
Yeah, two guys that wear masks. Sometimes other people's faces, obviously. Oh, man.
I don't know. For me, it would come down to who's not from Texas.
Well, I guess
and I'd vote for that person.
Well, that'd be Jason. Jason.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Jason's from New Jersey.
Yeah.
So I guess Jason is from New Jersey. You know, okay.
I think he would travel though. I mean, he did go to space, so I mean, he would travel.
Jason
X.
To travel.
I
still want to watch that.
But he's not from Texas, though.
And also Manhattan. He did travel Manhattan. He did, go there too.
Right. So see, I love Leatherface. I love the character. Next to Michael Myers, that's probably my favorite. But then I take into account that he's human.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Jason is not.
Well, let's be clear. Are we talking like Friday the 13th? That's about part 3 or so, or 4, or are we talking about post the final chapter, Jason?
I mean, Jason himself, to me, obviously, I don't know if you listen to the story. Yeah, he was a kid that drowned, but then he came back in part 2, and I mean, he was fully grown. So he drowned as a kid, but he was a grown ass man in part 2.
Yeah, I never understood that. That.
So obviously, he didn't die. He watched his mom get killed. That's what I think. That's how I took the story. He didn't die. He watched his mom get killed. So obviously, he came back in part 2 and said, "All right, I'm going to kill for her now." But maybe he was. I don't know, man. He had to be dead at some point because I don't even know what the hell Jason is. He's not really a zombie. He's not like a demon. He just keeps coming back, and he just decays and rots throughout the movies.
It's just the will. It's the will to survive.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking at based on whatever Jason is as opposed to what Leatherface is. And I love the character, don't get me wrong, but he's a human going against something that's not human. You've blown up and you've shot, stabbed, hung, drowned several times, and he just keeps coming back. You know?
Just stick with us, George.
Yeah, I was about to say, be patient, George. We got something for you.
A canon in my head that I created when I was watching I watched like the first 5, I think it is, and then like the Freddy versus ones. In my head was that he died, went to hell, and got trained by demons to kill, and then they brought him back to be like their tool. So he's not a demon, and he's not human.
I see what you're saying.
That was the canon I created.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of Freddy's logic in a way. Like so Freddy was stuck in like, we'll say, purgatory type of deal. So he needed someone to help him get his power back. And that's kind of the premise of Freddy vs. Jason. Let me send Jason out here to start, screwing shit up again. And then maybe people start fearing me again and stuff. And, you saw how that worked. Just turned out into be a battle, which is what we're doing today. So, which is kind of cool.
Pretty awesome battle, too.
Leatherface is badass. Jason has mommy issues, so Leatherface, says Jesse. It's just kind of
I mean, that's fair. He does have mommy issues. That's fair.
He does. But
Leatherface, though, do you remember what was the one with Next Generation? Remember when Renee Zellweger told him to shut the fuck up and he just went, ooh, he just put his head down?
Yeah.
He's got that bitch factor. He's got a little bit of bitch factor in him. I'm just saying.
True.
It's a little bit.
And also, Viggo Mortensen had him under control, too.
Yes, he did. Extent. He had that crazy ass leg too. Do you remember that leg? Mm-hmm. Or no, I'm sorry, it's Matthew McConaughey's damn leg in that movie. Viggo Mortensen was, his character was cool, but the thing about part 2, he was kind of like after the women too, man. He had a thing for stretch. So.
But you mean part 3? Do you mean part 3 with Viggo?
Yeah. He might try to hit on Jason's mom. Who knows? He kind of likes the women. I'm just saying.
That's a good point. That's a good point. And that could enrage Jason even more. Yeah. Okay, so let's do this. We got the clock going. We got 1 minute, guys. Let's cast your votes. John, let's have you do Jason, and Chris, your Leatherface, okay?
I don't have a single wrinkle. Why call me that?
Yeah, well, yeah, you look like you've been out in the sun more, so you're Leatherface today.
No wrinkles.
It's not a pog, Jesse, by the way. It's not a pog. This is, and if it was, it would have been called a slammer, by the way. Thank you very much. Just so you know the correct terminology in the pog world. Sir, we take our pogs very seriously in the pog world. Rob says, good call, Chris. It's terrific. I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Probably morning show.
Oh, the morning show is terrific. I've watched all 3 seasons. Aniston, Witherspoon, John Hamm's on the 3rd season. It's top writing. So good.
Yeah, see? Told you.
I don't trust Donald's coin, says Sammy. Phew, thank God. Okay, fine. All right, so George Wilkins says Jason. Sammy says Jason. Mr. Sean says Leatherface. I know the actor who played him in 3D, Texas Chainsaw 3D. Jesse says Leatherface is badass, so Jesse's going Leatherface. Philippe says Jason fought Freddy and won, so I think Philippe is going with Jason. Sammy says Leatherface is a little cannibalistic inbred nutcase, and Hector says Jason has more riz than Leatherface, so Jason. So it sounds like Jason took it. Am I right?
Jason got 4.
How many Leatherface get?
2.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Loser.
All right. So Leatherface is done. Jason moves on. We kind of figured that was going to happen.
The Jersey guy.
But you never know. Just like with this one, you never know what could happen. Although I have a feeling that this is not going to go the way that we figured it was. Okay, here we go.
This next matchup's going to be a lot of fun, too.
I believe so. We've got Freddy. Freddy Krueger, 1, 2. Freddy's coming for you. 3, 4. Freddy's right out your door. I don't know.
I like.
Damn, that's good, right? And then Freddy is going to be going up against none other than someone you'd probably see at Halloween if you knocked on their door and said trick or treat, and that would be the Candyman. Isn't that right? Isn't that who the Candyman is? The guy you just
don't say it one more. Don't say it again.
That's a different.
I can't say that. I can't say. I can't say.
No,
I can't.
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Okay.
Well, I thought if you said it in front of a mirror, that's the issue.
Right.
Well, it's a camera. It's pretty much a mirror.
Yeah. That's true. Unless you're talking about Shocker, he'll just come right through the damn whatever you're using, the phone, the computer, whatever.
That's true.
And that's a tough one too. Battle of more shit talkers, because Candyman can talk his shit, Freddy can talk his shit.
But he's more of a, how should I say, more like a poetic talker. He's not like trash talking per se.
I think he would politely tell you to go fuck yourself, but Freddy would just like, go fuck yourself. Or he would tell you very politely,
Yeah, that's true. He would go fuck yourself.
And the Candyman is probably the most well-dressed,
he is.
horror villain killer there is. I mean, so
1 minute on the clock, guys. We all know where this is going.
So you got the hook against the claws. Okay. All right.
Mr. Sean says, Pogs were cool. My son and his pals were very into that whole vibe in the 90s. It lasted 6 months, Mr. Sean. 6 months. I think it was over after that.
Did they ever come back? Like, are they popular again now?
No, not yet. But I have a feeling. I really do.
Oh, yeah. It'll come back. Like everything else. It'll definitely come back.
All the shit in the fashion world, the 90s is coming back very soon. So there we go. Can't wait for my my Jinko jeans. Fucking ready. I'm ready. Those jeans. Oh, man, they were so big on me to begin with. I'll still fit in them sons of bitches.
The funny thing about this battle is you got two guys that kind of have a tortured past, too. You have one that was burnt by the angry parents of, kids that he did some questionable things with. And then you have Candyman, who was a slave and was actually treated very poorly, too.
Oh, no. He wasn't a slave. He was actually free. He was a free man. He was an artist.
Didn't they touch on the slave part of that, though, too? Because they were mad because he was dating the white woman, right?
Yeah, they were mad about it, but this is like just after the Civil War, so he's actually a free guy. He's like an artist, and he was like a very well-to-do fella. It's just that he fell in love with a white woman, and of course, they weren't having that, and he had to pay the price, the ultimate price,
which was pretty nasty. They cut his hand off, and they covered him in bees, and that killed him.
Yeah, the honey first, and then the bees came.
Yes.
Man, I will say that Jesse really thinks he's through. When he casts his vote, Jesse says that's a good one, but I hate child molesters, so Candyman wins.
Yeah, well,
that's a fair assessment.
It's a fair assessment.
It's a fair assessment.
George Wilkins is going Freddy. Mr. Sean says Freddy on behalf of my sister, who was in drama class with Robert Englund in high school and at the Pasadena Playhouse. He actually maintained the friendship with her. That's awesome.
That's cool.
Philippe says Freddy. Inez says Freddy, and Hector says I love child molesters, so he's going Freddy. And Sammy says Freddy as well. What?
Oh,
did he really say that?
What do you mean?
If I counted that right, that's 5-1.
5-1, Freddy. 5-1.
I might be off on that, but I think it's 5-1.
5-1. There we go. Candyman is dead. Dead.
Wow.
Dead.
Well,
dead.
he's dead. It's how he's able to haunt people.
Yep, that's true. And no, Hector would never say that, Kevin. Relax.
Damn.
Okay.
Now the next matchup is another interesting one involving, I guess you could say, ghoulish type creatures.
Really?
But very youthful ones, or am I on the wrong matchup next?
No, you are.
Okay.
You're the right one. This one, pretty looking lady.
Two creepy, youthful characters. Youthful ghouls.
Coming to me.
So I guess the first one would be with Samara from The Ring.
Mm-hmm.
7 days.
And then her match is up against the adorable, ghoulish-looking boy Toshio from Ju-On, or The Grudge.
I don't want either of these ones coming.
No.
That sound that The Grudge makes? Absolutely not.
Yeah, so creepy kids coming after you.
Yes.
Are these movies
Okay,
slasher movies?
Can we break this down real quick? Let's break this down real quick, okay? As far as like The Ring versus The Grudge, which one? I mean, like, how do you enact The Ring and how do you enact The Grudge? Now with The Ring, I believe it was a tape, correct?
Yeah,
The Ring's a tape.
You had 7 days to live.
Yeah. Okay, and with The Grudge, what was it?
Oh God, I think it wasn't just like a some type of entity that kind of haunted that certain house in Japan where she was there.
It was just one particular house, right?
Yeah,
So it was like a haunted house.
Yeah, I think it's more like that. Like I think if I remember, the kid was like murdered.
So if you just avoid the fucking house, pardon my French, but if you avoided the house, you're fine.
That's true.
The tape, you never know. Could have said, somebody could slap a label on there that says Grandpa's Funny Videos, and you pop it in, and oh shit, you're fucked. You know what I mean? But the house, were you going to be blindfolded and dropped off? I mean, I don't. So.
I mean, there is only one thing to keep anybody from watching that video, and that is my parents' sex tape.
What?
No,
yeah, if you put that on the video,
no, I'll watch it.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yes.
If you label it that, I got you.
Well put, sir. Well put. Yeah.
I know what you're saying. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Some asshole going through like a box of tapes, and he would be like, "I'll watch it," and then there you go. 7 days, man.
You get one piece of shit, they'll be like, I'll watch it. Might as well. Sounds like it could be fun. And
that's actually a good idea, Chris. It's a very good idea to avoid people from watching the tape.
Jesse's thinking about, like, if she came out of my TV, I would be terrified. So I get it. Yeah. And then Jesse's laughing at Chris. He's like, you're stupid. Hey, Ward, what's up, buddy? Ward is here. He says, yo, what's up, gentlemen? He's director of the Multiverse, of course. Let's see. Grudge. I remember seeing this. Okay, so we're casting votes. Let's effing go. Okay, Kevin, you're holding a grudge, and John, you are having a ring. I don't know. So here we go.
Ooh, I got proposed to.
Ooh. Let's see. George says grudge. Sammy says grudge. I remember seeing this in the theater, and it was scary, but a fun experience. So the ring is going with Jesse. The ring is going with Philippe. Ward is saying grudge. And that's where we're at right now. Just spotted the stream on my feed. Thought I'd hop in. Oh, cool, dude. Thank you. Thank you.
It's 3-2. Am I correct, Kevin?
Yeah, 3-2 in favor of Toshio.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're going to give it like another 30 seconds just to be fair, I guess. Since I said we were closing it down.
Yeah, there's plenty of people in the chat, so vote. But then again, if they haven't seen the movie, then I get it. Are these
movies considered slasher films?
No, not exactly. It's just for horror.
Yeah,
scary. I mean, this isn't meant to be like a pure slasher tournament. It's a combination of just like these scary horror movie villains. But of course, you made your point before we started the show, what you consider scary and just pure slash. So I get your point, Chris, where you're coming from, what you're thinking.
You would have been a good person to put up against one of these two. Would have been the Death from Final Destination.
Yeah.
Death.
Okay. Hector says Samara because she is more tech savvy, so he's going with a ring.
All right, so that's 3-3 now, if I'm looking at that correctly.
That's it. That's where we're at. That's after the extra weight. So after the extra weight, it tied it up.
That is a tie.
So it's going to the Legion of Doom, gentlemen. Twice already. Boy. Here we go.
I got to go with the ring tomorrow.
Same with me, the ring.
Yeah, I think I will too. I think I'll go with the ring as well.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I never saw The Grudge, so I would have had to go with the ring. So
the Grudge is done, but that was a tough one. I'm shocked. I did not think the Grudge would hold a candle to the ring, but he did. Toshio did a good job, young child. You did a good job of scaring.
So Samara moves on.
Yep. Next up, we have a rather interesting one here.
I guess
Battle of What's in My Hand. It's Pinhead.
Yeah.
We have Pinhead versus the Tall Man.
It's not. No, it's not.
Oh, man. So you got the box against
the spheres.
Wow.
The
man. And two dudes that basically travel into any realm they kind of want to. So
the transdimensional men.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. That's a hell of a battle. That's a psychological battle there. That's what that is.
What is Tall Man from?
The Phantasm movies.
Mm-hmm. Yes, the Phantasm films. Series. Don Coscarelli, if I recall. Did those. Wrote and directed those before creating the masterpiece of Bubba Hotep with Bruce Campbell.
Yep, I'm glad somebody else knows that movie. Thank you.
It's so good.
Thank you.
It's so good.
They're supposed to make a sequel to that at some point, but it never got around to it.
Yeah, unfortunately, Ozzie Davis passed away, and then I think they kind of just let it go after that.
Yeah.
Mm.
Now, the box, the Lament configuration box, is a very interesting tool.
Yes, it is.
If used correctly, you'll be all right. But if not used correctly, it's a very, very bad way to go. It would actually be competitive with Art the Clown as far as being butchered to death.
I know about the spheres. The spheres will they're basically like the Omega beam, right? They'll track you down no matter what. They'll come for you. Like there's no real hiding from them.
Go into your head, and they shoot out the orange or yellow and sometimes red blood. They're pretty nasty. They can go.
Yeah,
they can go.
But with the box and stuff with Hellraiser, I never watched Hellraiser, honestly, because I thought it was too gross, just too much for me. So I never watched it. But I watched the Phantasm, the second one, because I was told you didn't really need to watch the first if you watched the second one. So I watched the second one.
Yeah.
And went forward from there, and I enjoyed it. But Hellraiser, it just always felt like a little bit too much for me. So what's the box? What's the deal with the box, guys?
It's a gateway to hell and also possibly heaven. I remember the first movie, I thought they kind of mentioned that. You could somehow access heaven, but usually it's just basically a gateway to hell, or if you solve it correctly, you can kind of control. I don't know. Could you control the Cenobites in a way if you play with the box correctly, or is more just you could summon them and you could summon the Cenobites with it.
But I feel like anytime you summon them, you were screwed. Like regardless, you know what I'm saying? Like you were just,
it's not Cenobites.
I don't know, man. Pinhead had if you continue throughout the series, which I feel like they go way downhill after part 3. Like the first 3 are always been my favorite.
Wait, you don't like the fourth one, Bloodline? I thought that was pretty good.
I didn't. I can't lie, man. I stopped at 3 for me, but like. He when they kind of tell you his backstory in 3, where he who he was and everything else, you kind of see he has a bit of a nice side for a hot second there. So like, I don't know, man. The whole thing with Kirsty too, she did come back eventually. I think it was in like
I think it was the 6th one, Hellseeker, something like that. The 6th one, yeah.
And then again, she was kind of like, all right, she was the one that escaped. She was the girl that got away, right? So Pinhead always had it out for her, like, hey man, now you're back. But then she struck another deal because she had a shitty husband and all that stuff, and she basically gave him up and all the assholes that were, along with him on this ride.
Yeah, so, she's smart. She's a smart girl.
Yeah, she was very smart. So I guess in a way, yeah, you can control them, but only if you're her. She was like kind of the lucky one,
Well, also there's a second person you're forgetting about. The young girl from part 2, the blonde girl. We never saw her again, but she got away.
True, she did. That doctor, first part of part 2, though. Holy shit! Remember him?
Well, we talk about the
doctor.
The doctor, yeah.
He was rough, dude. Yeah,
he was.
Wasn't there a last show?
So I don't think a lot of people know these films very much, but it's definitely going to Pinhead. By the way, Tall Man did not win.
I just want to say this though, but just in defense of the poor Tall Man, he's one of those dudes that just never stops coming after you. Though Pinhead, you have to summon him. The Tall Man, he's just coming after your ass, especially if you're Reggie. He is on you, man. He's ready to go.
Yeah. I thought it was cool.
Yeah, him and his son.
What's the series called that Pinhead is in?
Hellraiser.
Yeah, wasn't the last show that we had that we realized that Hellraiser was like the biggest franchise, like the longest amount of movies? Was it the Hellraiser series?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. No, I think it was. Oh boy, there's.
Halloween's up there. Halloween's up there.
No, this was above. I think it was Hellraiser. I think Hellraiser is the most movies.
No, I don't think so. I think
matter of fact, there's more
drunk.
Like Halloween movies. I think Hellraiser movies.
Yeah, definitely more Halloween films than Hellraisers.
But Clive Barker, he's the one. There's a Clive Barker connection with 2 of these characters. Clive Barker wrote the original story with Candyman. It was called the Forbidden, I think it was called, something like that. The original story that featured the Candyman that Clive Barker wrote.
Yeah, right though, yeah.
And then the Telltale Heart, I believe, was one of the stories with the Hellraiser story that he wrote.
All right, Ward, good to see you, buddy. Have a good night.
So, responsible for Nightbreed too, which was off the wall crazy too.
And what was it? Also, did he do Lord of Illusions too, possibly?
Yes, he did.
I believe so. Yeah.
With Scott Bakula, if I recall.
And also, that was the movie that before she did GoldenEye, the lovely Famke Janssen. Famke Janssen.
I want to say hello to my mom and dad. They have arrived. They've been.
They're finally here.
So
all
hello,
right.
Mom and Dad.
Good to see you. Good
Hi.
to see you,
Chris.
Oh, sorry, it was it was Puppet Master that was more than Halloween. That's what it was.
There it is. That's
There
it.
you
I was
go.
just trying to find
That makes the most
chart.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Shoot, we could have a three-way with Puppet Master.
Ooh,
Calm down, Kevin. Calm down.
Well, but then again, John, we've had to pick the right.
Keep
toy.
saying three-way. You say that enough times, Chris will appear in your mirror with his nipples.
Chucky and Leprechaun.
Like your poster child. You know.
Oh, was that John?
I feel like the poster child for Puppet Master is always going to be Blade. Like he's always the guy.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, let's see. So Pinhead moves on.
Wesley Snipes?
No, not that one.
Here we
Not
go.
that one.
Here we go. Number 7. I'm getting through these guys, whether you want me to or not. Here we go. Michael Myers. John, do you know who Michael Myers is? Have you ever heard of this character, John?
I do.
Yeah. Oh.
I know him.
Okay, just checking. Just checking.
It's a personal friend of John. Personal friend.
You guys ever do you guys see that? Do you guys see the meme where it's Jamie Lee Curtis and it has a bunch of the Michael Myers kids wearing Michael Myers, and then the final one is a kid wearing an Austin Powers mask.
Yeah, baby, that's amazing. I could see one with Jamie Lee sitting on a couch and a bunch of Michael Myers around her on the couch. I can see that too. So we're going Michael Myers versus Hatchet's none other Victor Crowley.
Man, come on, you're killing me, man. That's a tough one. Damn it.
Oh, an ugly son of a bitch.
I'm always going to go with Michael Myers, but I do like Victor Crowley too, though. That's the thing. I love that character.
Yeah. When I saw that, I was like, oh, because we had originally Kevin had the idea. He was like, oh, let's do Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees, and I was like, well, that's perfect. And then I'm looking at him like, but that's so.
Well, you see what's funny?
Something that you could see.
Leatherface against Victor Crowley, I think, would have been a slightly better matchup.
Possibly.
That would have been something.
Yeah. But if you had the look of where I was placing them, if certain characters win, they eventually, you know what I mean? So that's why I was trying to balance it a little bit. But I get what you're saying on that. And I thought the same thing, Kevin. 100%. So tell us about, everybody knows about Michael Myers. Tell us about Victor Crowley.
Ooh. Yeah, so he's another one that's kind of, I'm going to say this and it's going to sound funny until I, tell you the whole story. He's another one that's kind of like Jason, who's also played by Kane Hodder, who plays Jason. So let's just tie that up real quick, too. Which I kind of think Victor Crowley might be more of a badass character killer than Jason, though, in some cases. So he was this deformed boy, semi like Jason, that was made fun of and stuff. And his dad, played by Kane Hodder. One night, these kids were messing with him and accidentally set the house on fire. And the dad tried to break down the door with a hatchet, and he ended up cutting his face and killing him. The dad died, of course, of being his guilt and his lonesome without his son. The whole thing was that Victor Crowley's ghost haunts this swamp. So if you go into these swamps, you're going to find the house, you can hear him cry, and then all of a sudden he shows up and he starts wrecking shit. For 4 movies worth of wrecking shit. He's killed people in some crazy, like type of ways. So if you really think about it, he really is like a Jason type character.
Yeah.
When you consider that, similar to what Kane's already played, so I think that's why he was perfect for the role. But man, it's tough, dude, because how do you essentially kill Victor Crowley? How do you kill Michael Myers?
Right.
That's a tough battle.
And we've got 38 seconds left on that vote, guys. Victor Crowley from Hatchet versus Michael Myers from Halloween. We've got a couple votes in. So, John, I'm going to have you do Michael Myers. And Kevin, you're going to be Victor Crowley, okay?
Is Victor Crowley, is he immortal?
We don't know for sure, but he just keeps on coming back. I will say that.
Victor Crowley gets 1 vote from George, and Michael Myers gets 1 vote. And that is literally all the votes we have, guys. And I shit you not. It is a tie.
Wow.
With just 1 vote each. I don't know what's going on. Why people in the chat are not voting for Victor Crowley or Michael Myers, I don't get it. Porky Stizza says Michael Myers. So
yeah, baby.
It's freedom, baby. Yeah. So we have now Michael Myers has taken the lead away from Victor Crowley. And Inez is saying Michael Myers.
Okay. I was looking like it's gonna,
Mike should win this, I'm sure, at the end of the day.
Maybe a lot of people don't know who Victor Crowley is. Maybe that's why they're not voting. I know I've never heard of it before.
They're pretty good, man. They're fun movies.
Hector Hernandez says Victor Crowley because he has a better sense of fashion.
Oh, wow.
It still puts Mike Myers up by 1, and we're done with the voting, so it's going to go to Mike Myers. Victor Crowley fought well, surprisingly well. I am shocked that he almost could have
kind of like
Toshio.
Kind of like Toshio.
Now, the final round in the regular round here, we are going to go Ghostface.
Mm.
Ghostface. Is that Scream?
Yeah.
Yes.
From Scream.
Against probably one of the originators of the modern horror films, slasher films. One of the films that great influence, the Alfred Hitchcock classic Psycho, Norman Bates.
Norman Bates.
See, I like this battle because it's two human people.
Yep.
It's just two normal humans going at it.
Right? No supernatural elements.
That was the whole goal on this, to get two...
Battling Billy, Stu, or, Aunt Jackie from Roseanne. You never know, because there's several people under the mask.
Well,
right.
this is the second human matchup, actually. Dr. Giggles and...
Yeah, I mean, I like it. Very interesting battle there. Man. And another one that's, killing because he's got mommy issues.
Mm.
Man, that's tough. I think I know who I would say on this one, but, it's up to the people.
It's up to the people.
Yes.
Well, we already have one vote for Ghostface, which is Inez.
I know people have seen Scream. Actually, people should have seen both these movies. I'm sure people have seen both Scream and...
I've still never seen Psycho.
Really?
Man.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. Have you watched Bates Motel at all?
No.
Oh,
That's
my
a great
God.
show.
That's a great series, yeah.
I think the only Hitchcock movies I've seen were... was it South by Southwest? And The Birds.
Okay, The Birds.
Don't watch The Birds, too.
Okay, so I went out.
Vertigo? I saw Vertigo.
I went out for Halloween, and I went with my friend. And it was me, and I was dressed as the Blue Beetle, and I was there with Catwoman. And some lady dressed in a bird's costume with the birds, like, on little metal things, like, attacking her, ran over, and she's like, "Oh my God, Catwoman, just who I needed." And my friend was just, like, younger, had never seen the birds and know anything about it, and was just like, "What?" And she just ran away, like the lady, just, like, defeated. You could just see it. She just went, and then just, like, ran away, like, gone. Like, fuck this shit. She was out. But I thought it was so clever. I was laughing, but, I was not dressed as Catwoman, so there's that. Norman Bates gets one vote so far from Bonnie. We've got 3 for Ghostface, and we've ran out of time on that, so it looks like Ghostface is going to take it over Norman Bates. So there we go. That's
now we go to
that one. Yeah. Uh-oh. You know what time that is? That means that the bonus round at the beginning, the member from the bonus round actually now gets to jump into the battle. So while Ghostface is the winner of that, he has another opponent to face, and that opponent is none other than John Kramer, a.k.a. Jigsaw. Look at that smile.
I just thought about something, and John would probably agree with me on this. This is actually an interesting matchup because guess what? Technically, there are multiple Ghostfaces, and technically, there are multiple Jigsaws. He had apprentices and accomplices. So
that's a good call, man. That's a very good call.
This is actually quite a brilliant call, Donald. I'm sure you were. I don't know if you were thinking about this, but if you were, quite brilliant.
Do you feel like the amount of Ghostfaces outnumber the amount of Jigsaws, though? What do you think?
Yes, that's true.
Yeah,
that's
for sure.
True.
At this point, yeah.
You can only trap so many at one time.
Right. Because John, for what it's worth, had, let's see, let me think about this moment.
So what? Him, Amanda.
Five accomplices if you count Dr. Gordon.
Yeah,
So it'd
you
be
have
six,
to. Absolutely.
so it'd be half a dozen people. So 6 versus let's see, first screen 2, 2, 4, 5, 7.
Yeah, just in the last one there was 3. So
12. So 12. So 12. 12. So they're outnumbered 2-1. So 12 ghost faces versus 6 jigsaws or jigsaw accomplices.
So I say they track down at least 6 of those, and then there's still 6 left. What do you do? You know, like
I mean,
holy shit.
I think that Jigsaw's probably way smarter than any of the ghost faces, though, right?
One would imagine.
One would imagine, yeah.
So for me, I would just say probably not. They made Billy kind of like the evil one of that whole. Like he was to me, he was the mastermind of the whole thing.
And while we talk, guys, voting is open.
Wait a second. What about the original, like the true mastermind?
Well, here's what I'm saying.
Sidney's brother.
See, I don't think he was. To me, he was just. I don't know.
But he's the one. He's the one who inspired Billy to start the whole thing.
But you know what? I was going to say this though. As dumb as they made Stu, I think he was a lot smarter than they showed, and I feel like he was really the smart one of the group, even though he didn't show it. But like he was the one that really could have caused the most terror. Like if they bring him back in this series, he's gonna fuck shit up. I'm just saying.
That's a good point. Good point.
We might have an upset. I don't know, Kevin, how upset you will be, but we might have an upset. Ghostface might be on the outs. We've officially got George says Jigsaw. Hector says Jigsaw. He's the horror version of Batman with prep time. He's not wrong. And Porky Stiza says Jigsaw.
So Ghostface has no votes, huh?
That is a
no votes for Ghostface on this next round here, on this extra round. If you guys want Ghostface to stay in, I'm going to give you 30 seconds. That's all you're getting, 30 seconds. Sammy comes back with a Ghostface. She's trying like hell. She's battling. She's on her own, though. She needs help. Who can help Sammy? Sure shit ain't going to be me. Who can help Sammy?
He needs 3 or 2 more for a tie.
Yeah. Sammy's going to be upset at you for doing this.
Yeah, well, it is what it is, Casey Ross. We got 9 seconds, guys. Let's go. Let's effing go. Rob, where are you? Janet, where are you? Inez, Ghostface. Boom.
Uh-oh.
JR. Oh, my God. Ghostface. Jason, Ghostface. It is a tie now. Wow. It is a tie. We're going 30 more seconds. Anybody else prefer Ghostface or over Jigsaw or Jigsaw over Ghostface? I'm giving you got 20 seconds left to cast your vote. 20 seconds. Whoever says who they want that has yet to vote, that's who's going to win. You've got 13 seconds, guys. Whoever casts their vote right now, this is the winner. This is your choice. This is your decision. This is your life. This is our lives hanging in the balance. We've got 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Oh my God, it's tied. It's going to the Legion of Doom, which is us, ladies and gentlemen. It goes to us. Again. Kevin, I don't know why this keeps happening.
I have no idea. No idea why this keeps happening. Well, Mr. John, what saith you?
I got to go Ghostface, man, just because.
Mr. Turner, what saith you?
I think Jigsaw is more creative, and I mean, he's a killer, so I can't appreciate it, but I think he has a better reason for killing. So I got to go with Jigsaw.
Boy, this is tough for me because I love both franchises. These are probably my two. I mean, next to course,
I think, yeah.
These are my. I mean, of course, Elm Street's obviously a first favorite for me too. But good lord, this is tough. Saw versus Scream. Wow. You know what? I'm gonna flip a coin for myself because this is too difficult for me. I'm gonna flip a coin for myself.
Well, why don't you let Donald?
All right, Donald.
So we have one Ghostface and one Jigsaw, correct?
Yeah.
Yep. So you and I are going to potentially decide it, or I may have to go to a coin anyway if you and I are split.
Well, if you can't decide, why don't I just be the deciding vote?
Really? We're going to really?
If you're abstaining.
Okay, fine. That'll be a first. Me abstaining because I'm so conflicted.
I'm just saying. Yeah.
All right. We could do that. Go ahead.
Okay. So I want to work this out in my head for y'all. While I love Scream. The first Scream is amazing. The first Saw is amazing. The second Saw is way too violent for me. It was just too much.
The third one, good lord, it's actually, you know what? I changed my mind, Donald. Pick one. I'm gonna pick one. If whatever you do, we might have to go to the magic coin.
All right. I'm gonna go with Scream.
All right. In that case, I pick Saw. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go to Chance.
Okay, Kevin. All right.
Let's go to.
All right. Who's heads? Who's tails? At least pick that, huh?
All right. Heads is gonna be Ghostface,
Okay.
and then tails would be Jigsaw.
All right. Here we go. Ready? One flip. We're a one pump chump. Here we go. Ghostface.
Heads.
Ghostface. All right. Scream it is.
Sorry, George. I know you're broken up about it, but Jigsaw was in the bonus round anyway, so it's fine. Ghostface.
All right, that was
on.
a hell of a battle. Damn.
Yeah, that's a
That was
tough one.
fun. That was tough.
Okay, here comes the next round. It's going to make it a lot easier for us all. We don't have to talk about the characters. We already know the characters, but the battles are going to be fun, so we can always discuss those. We have Pennywise from round 1, and Pennywise is going up against none other than Leprechaun. So we have a clown versus a leprechaun. I love this battle. This one makes me so happy.
I mean, okay, listen, the magic powers are cool, but again, who said something about him just eating somebody? Just to pick his little ass up and eat him. I mean, that's it.
Yeah.
All you got.
Totally.
And it's Tim Curry. I'm just going to throw that in there, too. It's Tim Curry.
Wait, Pennywise can eat people?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He ate that kid's arm at the beginning, remember?
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
Oh, man.
I've seen clips, but never saw the whole movie, either version of him.
Okay, so here we go. All right, I'm going to put 1 minute on the clock, guys. Cast your vote now. George Wilkins, I know, is going with the Leprechaun for sure.
Is that an official vote?
Or you just said that? Or are you just saying that, Donald?
What? It is a vote. George.
Oh, okay.
Wilkins.
All right. All right. So it's an official vote. Got it.
Gotcha. There's got to be something. Somebody else. There got to be people pouring in with stuff on this one.
Come on, folks. Ghostface, Leprechaun. Make a choice.
Not
Pennywise.
Ghostface, Leprechaun. Yeah, Pennywise.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. Pennywise or Leprechaun. We just did Ghostface. Pennywise
Hey,
or
that
Leprechaun.
could be the ultimate finals, though. Who knows? You
Yeah,
might have
that's
touched
true.
on something there.
That's true. Maybe I just predicted the future.
You might have. You might have.
Well, we got
Anybody
one
else?
vote. I think George Wilkins is going to decide. Did everybody fall asleep? Hector says Pennywise. There we go. Okay.
All right.
There we go.
Thank
Now we
Christ
have a
it's a tie. What is going on? This is
There we
Battle
go.
Month, guys. Let's
I
effing go.
must
It's
have
Battle
put
Month.
everybody to sleep with my talking.
That's
Well, there is
No.
something. There is an important event tomorrow, so maybe people are thinking about that.
oh my God. That's why we did horror.
I would much rather vote on this, honestly. This is more
Yeah.
fun.
No, I
Uh-oh.
agree.
We got
I
another
agree.
for Pennywise.
There we
Leprechaun's
go.
in trouble, guys. Leprechaun's in trouble. 30
Now we're
seconds
getting
on the clock. I'm going to put it up there. 30
That is
seconds.
2-1 Pennywise so far.
Pennywise is in the lead by 1. It's 2-1.
Yeah.
Pennywise. It could
Yes.
easily go to the Leprechaun, or it could be a tie. We could have to flip another coin for the 4th time. We'll see what's going to happen. You got 12 seconds to decide history. You've got 9 seconds to make things right in your world. You've got 6 seconds, 5 seconds to figure it out, 3 seconds,
3,
2 seconds, 1
1.
second. Bonnie in, and the last second says Pennywise doing
Oh.
in.
There it is, 3-1.
The Leprechaun. It is over. The Leprechaun is done. Pennywise has moved on. And
All right.
nothing else was written of it. Pennywise moves on. All right, here we go. Next round.
The heavyweights right here.
It is. It is a big one. And There's reasons why we put stuff together. We've got Jason Voorhees from the
We've seen this
Friday the
before.
13th series. Yeah, we've seen this one before, perhaps. And he's going up against none other than, of course, Freddy Krueger. So it's Jason versus Freddy in an epic battle. Who wins this one, guys?
All right, so look, Jason did mess him up pretty well. He was just a head. However, that head did wink, so he was still alive.
It's true. It's true.
We've seen Freddy resurface many a times, just cut off
Plus-
fingers, they come right back, you know.
Plus they fought in the real world. To be fair,
That's right. That's right. That's very true. Freddy in true fashion is the I don't know, he'll mess with your mind, man. This kind of person here, kind of whatever the hell he is, kind of killer he is, I guess.
Yeah, it's the psychological warfare. You know.
Very much. Him and Pinhead would be a battle to see also.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Man, that's tough. That's a interesting matchup for people to. Hey, listen, if you didn't like the outcome of the movie, you can change that right here.
Right.
Just saying.
And right now we're tied. We've got one for Jason, one for Freddy. I don't understand where people are at. Bonnie says Freddy because I've been terrified of him since a nightmare I had when I was 6. So Bonnie has just tipped the scales. Freddy's in the lead. We've got 6 seconds left.
All right.
2-1.
It's just
2 to
the way
1,
it is.
guys.
We got 6 seconds left. Guys, make up your mind. Make up your
You
mind.
can change movie history right now if you want to.
Decide to walk with me around the lake tonight. Okay. All right. It's Freddy. He wins. I don't know what to tell you. Jason's done. Freddy moves on. Okay. Moving on. Next one. We've got The Ring. Samara. Samara? Am I
Samara.
pronouncing- Samara?
Hey,
Samara.
Samara.
Yes.
Samara.
I think that's how you say it, Samara. Yeah.
Samara from The Ring. She's pretty as ever. Going up against another pretty picture. Oh my, going up against none other than Pinhead.
I know where I'm going with that, but
Oh, 100% I know where I would go with this one.
Yeah.
100%. Minute on the clock, guys. Let's effing go. Cast your vote.
he would, they would watch the tape, the Cenobites, and then she would show up and he'd just be like, whatever. Chains, explosion, good night. That's just my call. I don't know. How do you stop Pinhead? Even if he watches the tape? I don't think you can.
$30 seconds. George Wilkins is winning by saying Pinhead because he's the only one. Oh, Bonnie says The Ring, Samara.
That tie right now.
It's tied. 20 seconds left. Who's breaking this tie? Come on, Jason Santacola. Break the tie. I know you're still watching. You're just
Break
not
the
paying
tie.
attention. Let's go. Where's Hector? Where's Porky? Where's Sammy in this? What is happening? Let's go.
Where'd everybody go?
Porky says Pinhead. Hector says Pinhead. Sammy says Samara. So we've got 1, 2, we've got 3 Pinheads and 2 Samaras. It's over. Pinhead takes it.
The box wins over the
I'm shocked.
TV box.
I literally am shocked. I'm shook. I would have voted for The Ring for sure. I would have. Next one. This is level 7. Here we go. Level 7. This is a big one, guys. We've got Michael Myers. Michael Myers.
Against
Donkey.
Ghostface.
Against
Over here,
Ghostface.
donkey.
Yeah, rightfully, he's won his spot. Ghostface has won his spot. You know what I mean? Like, he definitely deserves to be here. He definitely deserves to be fighting Michael Myers. How that's going to end for him, I don't know. I think Michael Myers would be confused once he kills, like, 6 of these Ghostfaces and they keep popping up. He's going to be like, what the fuck? That's my thing.
Body on guard.
I know where I'm going. I'm just saying. I know where. If it comes to a tie, bring it to me. Please bring it to me. I know where I'm going on that.
Oh, I definitely know where you're going.
Oh yeah. Little favoritism. I can't help it. I'm just saying. It happens.
A little favoritism, yeah, just a
we
slight.
understand. We understand.
Okay.
Jigsaw would have been a better matchup, says George. Well, you know, que sera, sera. It is what it is. So we've got 1 vote for Michael Myers and 1 vote for Ghostface. Let's get that clock going. Here we go. 1 minute. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Vote, vote, vote. Sammy's voting Michael Myers, so it's 2-1. Michael Myers up 2-1 to Ghostface. Is it going to be a tie? We don't know. This is getting crazy. I peed a little. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Shit, it's turning into a bloodbath. Michael Myers, Michael Myers, Michael Myers. Ghostface? Even if I enlarge the photo, it doesn't matter. He's going the way of the dodo quite soon.
I got 5-2 so far, if that's right.
Yeah. Ghostface is Inez. 6 seconds left. All right.
So quiet.
That's it.
Time's
Mike Myers
up.
takes it.
Yeah,
Ghostface is
baby.
done.
Yeah.
It's the wrong one, Chris. All right, so here we go. Semifinals. We've got Pennywise, who I guess I shouldn't be shocked, but it is surprising when you're mentioning characters and Pennywise is still in the conversation, particularly when Pennywise is going up against Freddy Krueger. Isn't that an odd thing?
No, I think that'd be fun. Just imagine the banner between the two of them. That could be fun.
I think you're right. I also think that they could be in each other's heads pretty easily too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it would just be a mind fuck fest.
Yeah, for sure. Anybody vote on that one yet?
We've got a few. We've got 2 for Freddy.
Right.
There we go.
Counting down. 3 for Freddy. I don't think this is going to go well for Pennywise.
Which is surprising.
4 for Freddy.
No, not really. I don't think so.
I don't think it's that surprising, Kevin.
Yeah.
If you're talking about slasher, like nobody thinks Pennywise. I think Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
Mm.
The Coin Snatcher would have been a better matchup. Are we talking about Leprechaun?
I think so.
We got another vote for Freddy, so that's 5 Freddys, 0 Pennywise. We've got 30 seconds left on the clock.
It's a massacre.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
George says, yep. 12 seconds left. I don't think anything's going to change. We're going to give it to Freddy. Pennywise is done. Freddy moves on. Freddy is in the finals, and he's either going to go, and come on, guys. This is going to be nuts if Pinhead takes this, which I don't think will happen. And I'm shocked he's even still in the conversation because I just fucking hate this character so much. But we have Pinhead versus Michael Myers. Here we go. 30 minute on the clock, guys.
I know where I'm at on this.
You'll probably win out in the end on this one, John.
I don't know.
I think
it's a tough one.
I think you'll win.
George Wilkins voting for Pinhead.
I'm surprised.
Sammy voting for Michael Myers, so it's a tie.
Do any of us know what the actor that played Pinhead, what his name is?
2 more.
Doug Bradley.
Another tie. Now Mike is back in the lead. So Michael Myers is ahead by 1.
Doug, what's it? Bradley. Doug Bradley, is it?
Doug Bradley, yeah.
It's a cool costume, I will say.
Which was a pain in the ass to put on every day.
Mm-hmm.
Probably sit there and individually. I don't know. The mask might have had him on. I'm not sure.
Michael Myers, 30 seconds. Pinhead, 30 seconds, guys. Cast your vote.
Where are we at now? Are we tied?
We're tied. Pinhead by Hector Hernandez has just made it into the conversation. I am shook, guys. John, you need to discuss the relevancy of Michael Myers here. You might be asked out, sir.
I mean, look, man, if you're putting these two together, it's Michael Myers all the way. That's just my thing. If you're talking ultimate slasher, it's right up there. It's Michael Myers always. Pinhead.
I remember when
Michael.
a Macy's near us closed down, right? And we got full size fucking mannequin statues for like $20. It was insane. Oh, wow. Yeah. And so my girlfriend at the time, she bought the full size male one, and we put a jumper on him and put a Michael Myers mask. And for Halloween, when I had my Halloween party, we put him in a doorway, this doorway here, from this room, and had him coming out with a knife. It's fucking creepy. It's a small apartment, and we were able to, I had 2 other, half mannequins still, with faces on them and shit melting and stuff. It was pretty badass.
Nice.
We've had some pretty epic Halloween parties here for sure. It's tied. Pinhead, Mike. Pinhead, Mike.
All right. Well, John, we know exactly what you're
Pinhead.
voting.
Yeah.
So don't need to ask
you.
you.
And I'm voting Mike too, all the way. I'm not a Pinhead fan, so Mike Myers for me, 100%.
What about you, Chris?
I don't really know Pinhead that well. I don't really know never seen the Halloween movies, but I know Mike Myers, so I'm gonna have to go with Mike Myers.
There we go.
All right.
That's it.
I did too. I picked Michael too, so it was a sweep.
So it's Freddy versus Michael in the final. There we go. Here we go. Freddy Krueger versus Michael Myers. John, I hate to say this, but it ain't looking pretty.
I know it's gonna happen, man. I already know.
Okay.
No.
But if you're gonna lose to somebody, that's not terrible.
That's not a bad way to go, right? Not a bad way to go.
That's not a bad way to go at all.
You could have lost a Pinhead. That would have been pretty awful.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah. So we've got Freddy versus Michael Myers. 1 minute on the clock. George says Freddy for the P. Diddy Award of the Year. He does not have enough lube on him, sir.
No.
Porky Stizza says Freddy.
Is that 1, or does the P. Diddy comment count too?
Yeah. Well, the way you said it sounds like 2.
I'm not sure.
Make it 3. I see Bonnie.
I say Freddy
as well.
Freddy. Put out yo baby oil bottles. Yeah, that's definitely a Freddy vote.
Yeah.
We are running low.
Four Freddy.
Yeah.
4 Freddys.
It's not like you got to make your case, buddy. You got to. John flew out here to dress up as Michael Myers and stand in front of the house and kill his girlfriend at the time. I think.
I did.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, he didn't really. He didn't really.
I even snuck in the house, man.
He was a trooper.
Not gonna lie.
Hardcore.
That happened.
Hector Hernandez, Freddy, because he and Jared from Subway are true villains. It's a very good point. Very good point.
Ouch.
And to put them in the same context, I will say one though inspired people to lose weight based on sandwich consumption, while the other guy inspired people to lose weight based on never going to sleep. No. So I don't know. It's terrible. George says, take that, anyone voting for Mike getting the Meek Mills special. Meek Mills special.
That P. stuff again.
Anyway, Mike did not win. I'm sorry. Right. John, we tried. He got no votes.
Right.
It was a landslide. Freddy won. I didn't even write Michael Myers at the end here. I just wrote Freddy because I assumed.
Man. I have a lot of love for Robert Englund, so it's okay. I love that dude.
Yeah.
So, all right.
He's a cool dude, apparently, according to Mr. Sean. So there we go. Winner, chicken dinner.
And, there's one last thing we could do before we wrap up tonight, Donald.
What's that?
We could do a prize.
What prize do you want to do?
Well, since this is horror, why not
a horror Blu-ray?
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good to me. Let's do the wheel. Who's here? Say here. I bet you we get more people this time. Say here if you're still here. Chris, you can't be part of it. John, I'm sorry. You neither.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get people going.
John, did you win something one time, though? Last year? I thought you won something. One time you participated. I could have sworn you won something one time.
I don't think so, no.
Oh, okay. Maybe I misunderstood.
I'm just like I said, I'm trying to get people going. Super simple. You just gotta stay here, guys.
Nobody has to vote. You just gotta say here. Win a potential really cool horror movie on Blu-ray.
Kevin, are you setting it up?
Yeah, I'm setting it right now. So I see Sammy, George, Hector still here.
We've got Hector, George, Porky Stizza, Sammy,
Porky,
Inez.
Mm-hmm.
I know Bonnie's still here.
Mm-hmm. Sean?
Mom's still here, so Mom and Dad. I have not seen Sean comment in a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while.
He may have had to go to bed. Yep, there's Bonnie. She says here.
Okay.
That might be it on this one.
All right.
Jason Santacola.
Jason's still here?
Not said. He's here. Philippe has not. Jesse has not. Big Sal has not.
George, it'll be a Blu-ray of our choice, a horror, a cool horror movie Blu-ray.
We'll choose a random Blu-ray of our choosing, and we'll either hand deliver it to you if you are in the area, or we will mail it to you. Okay, that's gonna be it. Kevin, you got the wheel?
Yes, sir. And I will text John the winner once I spin it. All right, it's spinning. Spinning. All right, let me text
We're gonna choose
the winner,
Alabama, George.
The winner to Mr. John. You should get it any moment now.
John has his phone that he uses.
All right.
Remember?
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting that.
I got it, though. I got it.
You got it.
Okay.
All right. I got it. All right. So the winner is of the horror Blu-ray, Hector.
It's surprise. It's not a horror Blu-ray. It is a burned CD of all my different types of farts.
Oh my! Right.
Yes.
Yes.
Just basically.
So you want something scary? That's what they give you.
That is pretty scary. Hector, is this Hector's first time?
I think so.
It might be Hector's first time winning.
But you know what? He earned it. He actually was the first one to vote on a lot of these. So.
Yep.
Hector, you have my info, so send me your info.
Well, just give it to me, Kevin. He comes in. He plays in attorneys all the time at the shop.
Oh, good point.
I can hand it right to him. You save shipping, sir. Or you can just mail it to him. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Whatever Hector prefers.
Whatever he prefers.
Hector actually says he wants the fart CD.
Oh my!
Oh, George is asking who won the bottle of hot sauce.
Oh, was it last week?
Was it 2 or 3 weeks ago?
Oh, 2 or 3 weeks ago was Jason Santacola. Jason won that, and I delivered that to him. He came into the shop that I work at and picked it up, and he was super happy about it. So that's great. I may have another bottle of hot sauce available for next time. We'll see. We are going to have, this is Battle Month, guys. So I swear to God, you need to get your friends that like to vote and have them show up for these, because these are going to be fun on a bun. We've got Battle Month all month long. Next week is going to be a real hootenanny. It's going to be the Battle of, Kevin, do you remember? You remember what we talked about?
Ooh, slightly. Remind me, what was
Battle of the Stand...
Oh, that's right. Stand-up comics, right?
Stand-up comics. Battle of the stand-up comics. That's the next battle for Battle Month. See you next week for that. Please. I want to thank you all for being here.
Yes.
I want to thank everybody in the chats for popping in and being so active. And I want to thank John, of course, for, I know you're not feeling amazing, but thank you for popping in and being a part of this.
Yeah,
This
thank you.
is officially our shortest battle series ever.
It's true.
So
We
I
got
want
through
to
this pretty
pat
fast.
all of us on the back for that, for moving along and getting this done in record time. It's amazing for me to
Amazing.
see this. I'm so proud of all of us on this one, guys. So thank
Well
you so much. Good night, Porky. Good night, Sammy. Good night, Mom and Dad, Mr. Sean, George, Hector, Inez, Bonnie, all of you guys that are still in here. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Hope to see you next week. It's going to be a real fun one. I'm going to be tossing out bad jokes the entire show. The drum kit may be brought back out for this one, so we can get a little dun-dun drum roll. We'll see. It's going to get nuts. It's going to be fun. I'll see you there. Until then, if you're feeling thirsty, perhaps you should
have a horrific, not so delicious, and sometimes terrifying Rumble Pop.
It's sitting on crushed corn or something. I don't know. That noise is just